Hey, I wanted to show you how we achieved 2000% ROI for a leading finance company. We have spent 500,000 Rand on this campaign, and I can't wait to dive into these results because it has been epic. So, just to summarize, 2000% ROI. Our cost per lead went from 350 Rand down to 50 Rand a lead average. Our click-through rate went from 0.19% up to 3%, and our qualified leads went from converting at 6% to 17% and still rising. So, proof of concept. If we take a look, we basically divided this campaign into 3 strategies so that we could test different channels. Starting with the lead builder, as you can see, the top of the funnel and information over here, and what we achieved over here was over 7,000 leads. If I look at the cost per click, we were getting leads at 1 Rand 40 a lead, which is just insane, with a click-through rate of 3.45%. So this is amazing because it's really difficult to get cost per clicks at that rate, which obviously correlates to the result of the lead. So the second channel that we used was a chatbot, a messenger chatbot. And what we love about the messenger chatbot is that we can use this. So the lead builder is little friction, very little friction, but not a lot of qualifying. So this is why it's essential that we test, because the chatbot allows us to create questions within the process that add firstly little friction, but also allow us to identify and qualify leads. So qualified leads will go through one flow, whereas unqualified leads will go through another. And as you can see, this has had massive results in the sense that our cost per lead is at 12 Rand a lead here, which is just, I think this is probably the best cost per lead I've ever seen, is for a financial company. And the click-through rate on this is really, really high. It's 6.3%. We've got over 3,000 leads over here. And the last strategy that we used was the funnel. So funnels are great because this is generally where you get really good quality leads. The cost is always a little higher, but you are able to flesh a funnel landing page out with a lot more information that relates to the target audience. And by implementing certain application forms and more sort of series in the sequence, you're able to have highly qualified leads that, you know, once you get onto a call with, are ready to be sold. So we were getting leads here at 150 Rand a lead, which is still exceptional price. You always need to ask yourself, what are you willing to pay for a lead? And if you're getting a 2000% ROI, I think you're willing to pay anything. So over 400 leads. And if you look at the creatives that we used for this specifically, we've used a multiple different variations of video content. And what we've measured here is people that have watched the video at 75%, at 95%, and at 100%. And this is a clear indication that the creatives of this funnel were really, really, really good because it was relative to the results. So we've had over 28,000 people watching this, over 14,000 on the 95%, and over 10,000 people watched the full video. It's very rare that you get people watching a full video online because it is so overstimulating. So let's look at what the initial challenge was for this client. They're a large financial company with over 150 staff, and they reached out to us because they needed to automate their business processes better. They were unable to measure things and optimize things because they were unable to actually recognize where the bottlenecks were. So we came in, and this is the strategy we used. Like I said, we built out 3 different channels: the lead gen funnel, the Facebook lead builder, and the chatbot. And through measuring different channels, we're able to find firstly the best cost per lead. We're able to qualify these leads, and we're able to also catch people and audiences on different touch points according to where they're navigating online. In terms of the creatives, what we often find is that a lot of companies are coming short on their creatives. They're not using the right angles in terms of what is the desirable outcome that you're trying to relate to with your clients, or what are the pain points that you're touching on. So this is something that we came in and we changed quite dramatically, which is why we've seen a massive increase in the cost per click and why the leads have gone down to such an incredible rate. So this gives us the conclusion to measure your data. If you are not able to measure your data, you are unable to predict the outcome of your success. Once you identify the cost per lead, how many leads convert to a sale, and where you can optimize or where you can identify bottlenecks in the sales process, you can then start determining the sales success. So if we go on to the next step here, we saw that this company was specifically only relying on 2 points to measure processes, where we built in a custom dashboard to measure absolutely everything, every step of the buyer's journey, which quality leads were tied to which specific ad sets, and we were identifying the bottlenecks, not only just from the marketing system, but from within the actual sales processes too. So as you can see, having the right strategy in place can be the difference between saving and making millions of dollars or rands every month. This is really, when you look at a 500,000 Rand ad spend and you are getting leads at 1/10 of the price, you can imagine how much more money that results in every month for the client. It really does fall into the millions. And this is why this strategy has proven to be so powerful. And why I wanted to share it with you. So that's from 10x Growth Hackers. Peace out, and feel free to ask any questions. Super keen to give advice and share some strategies and insights, and would love to chat to you guys and take a look at what you're doing and see how you can achieve the best results for your company. Cool, guys. Bye.